What's up? I'm El. Today we're watching the Apothecary Diaries Season 2, Episode 8. Last episode, we went through the Shrine of Choosing, and Mao Mao became the king of this place. But she didn't actually, because it doesn't actually work this way. But yeah, we found out about like some history of like the region and how they used to do things and how it started and why this shrine was made is to keep their blood, and why that's a good thing for them if they want to keep their bloodline, but also it can cause other problems. So maybe it's fine if we don't really use it anymore. But it was just very interesting. It also was very cool to see more of the Emperor, because we barely spent any time with him. So we just saw him and he was just hanging out and chilling. And we also got a bit of Jinshi, that how much he wants Mao Mao to figure out what's going on with him, and because he's kind of tearing him apart because he wants to tell her, but also he shouldn't. So he's just hoping, it's like, well, maybe she's just gonna figure out eventually, so it's gonna be fine. But also on the other side, Mao Mao's like, well, maybe I shouldn't look too much into it. That seems like trouble, which, like, she's not wrong, but also he wants you to find out. So please just look into it a little bit more. I'm sure you can get there. But wow, I don't know what are we gonna do now, but I guess we'll see. So if you enjoyed the content, don't forget to like and subscribe, and hey, let's go. Who? Who? I don't recognize this person. I mean, that's a pretty big room. Wait, what did she do? I mean, what's wrong with that? Really? I mean, I guess today's the day. Oh shit, she's excited now. So shit, that's great. Jesus. Yeah, you can't punish her. I mean, why? She makes stuff with it. And that's not an insect. Yeah, that's the other girl. I mean, she does that a little bit too. But what is that about? Oh, don't worry. She's not gonna do anything. What are you gonna give them? Damn, I mean that's a dangerous gift. Be careful. I mean, maybe. I mean, it seems like a pretty good spot. What we heard, yeah. I mean, look, I'm not saying you're exactly like her, but sometimes you do some things a little similar. Be careful, she's gonna jump on you. Oh. She just squash it on her head. I mean, come on, Mama, it's just a little bug. I mean, look how she's so happy. What would you want her to stop? Okay, I mean, she's a little intense, but look, she just loves it. Yeah, what's happening? It seems important. I wouldn't bring the insect too close to this, just in case. Yeah, it's the woman at the beginning. Yeah, it seems so. Really, we saw her before? I don't remember.
診療所？うん。女官たちがやってる飛行
Yeah, we know about it.
それは知ってる。あれ、皇太后様が作ったんだって。皇
Oh,
太后様が。
interesting.
優しい方なんだよね。皇太后様は。
Hmm. He seems to
それに
know
今
her a
回
bit
奴隷
more
の制度
than
が禁止になった
usual.
のも皇太后様の口添えがあったんだって。
I mean, those seems like good things.
面を思えば奴隷廃止はいいことだろう。
Yeah, I would say so.
今のように扱われる奴隷はともかく、妓女の
Even though like the current system is not that far from it.
雇用に近い合法として扱われる。
Yeah.
ただ、傍から見れば妓女
Yeah, exactly. That exactly.
が乗り出すなら高級の医療体制に改革が起こるかもしれない。そんな話ならぜひ聞きたいが。
Yeah, you can't do too much. At least ask Jinchi first.
いつもより念入りに誇り一つ残さないでね。
Is something special happening? Yeah?
誰か
Is there Empress coming here? Yeah, it seems so.
お久しぶりです。アンシ様。
I guess it's her grandchild, right?
というよりは少し年の離れた友人のような雰囲気だな。
Yeah.
確か人種のもとより手配された次女よね。
Yes, that is her.
なぜ知ってる？睡蓮から聞いたの。しごきがいのある子が高級に戻ったって。睡蓮は昔私の次女をしていたのよ。なるほど。
Oh, her.
疲れたようなので寝かしつけてきてもよろしいでしょうか。ええ、いいわよ。
I wonder why she's here.
察しのいい子ね。本当に。
Oh, she wants to talk with Mama alone.
そこにおかけなさい。
That's a little scary, but we heard she's nice.
わかる範囲でいいの。
Hmm.
たいのよ。
Okay. I mean, that's a very important request.
先の帝に呪いをかけたのかしら。
Probably not. But why do you ask?
呪いか。そんな風に思っても仕方ないのかもしれない。先の帝について正直いい話は聞いたことがない。愚帝、バカ殿、女帝の
Yeah.
高級な
We saw him in.
なのはロリコンだろうか。
Yeah, I mean, I think that makes sense, right? From what we know.
しかし、先帝は妙齢の女官が数多くいる中で、
Yeah.
一番幼い娘にばかり手を出していた。皇太后様の腹には傷がある。今の帝を出産される際、まだ体が育ちきっていなかった。
Oh.
皇太后様はその後、王帝を出産した。
I wonder who that
王帝
is.
は確か私の一つ上。王帝は本当に先帝の子なのか。
Are some dots finally connecting?
数日後、皇太后様が茶会という形で上級妃4人が。
Okay.
ちょっといい？
Oh,
はい。
that good? Is that bad?
毒味は私がするわ。そういう流れってわかるわね。
I don't know. What does it mean? Yeah, I
皇
don't.
太后様が用意した席では毒味役をつけないということで信頼していることを
Oh, I mean, it makes sense. I understand.
皇太后様が手伝いに貸してほしいそうよ。
Something else, or
何か問題を持ち込まれているの？
she has been asked.
できればもっと違う場所で話をしたいわ。別にいいわ。どうせ言えないことでしょうから。ただし、玉葉様を裏切るような真似はしないでちょうだいね。
Don't. I mean, look, I understand you're trying to protect her, but she wouldn't, and I don't think there's anything that's gonna come to that.
あらいいわ。私もマオマオとはいい関係でいたいもの。そうですね。本にゃん様。
Yeah, I mean, like I understand. Obviously, like she's being a little over the top right now, but like I think she's doing it as a good thing. She's trying to protect the person she loves.
ここです。先へは入れません。この先は掃除のものも入室を許可されておりませんので。
Okay, then what happens then? Oh,
なんだこの匂い。
there's colors?
女帝と呼ばれた方の部屋であり、先帝が育まれた場所でもあり、見まかられた場所でもあります。
Damn.
場所を変えましょう。
Okay.
思い出にすがるように入り浸り、先帝は気が弱っていたのか、女帝の死後、後を追うようにあの部屋で息を引き取りました。
失礼ですが、お若かったわけではありませんよね。
天寿を全うされたと言ってもいい。
Okay, but how old was that?
しかし、安子様は
私が呪ったの。いなくなればいいと。ずっとずっと。
Yeah.
世のごとく思っていたわ。
Yeah, but I mean, that it was bound to happen eventually.
玉抜けされた先帝のお体は1年間霊廟にて安置されます。
Okay.
翌年、主上と安子様は先帝を埋葬するためご遺体をご覧になったのですが、
Something weird happened?
ご遺体は亡くなられた時とほぼ同じ姿で残っていたのです。
Oh.
同時期に亡くなられた女帝はとても口には出せないお姿になっていたというのに。
その主様はご自身が先帝に呪いをかけたと。
I mean, I feel like it's definitely something Mama could explain eventually.
もうじきあの胸は取り壊されます。それまでに調べてもらいたいのです。
Oh, okay.
わかりました。ただし、一つお願いがあります。
お願い？
We not get to hear it? Okay, sure. All right. Well, I actually kind of loved this episode. It was very interesting. We got to meet the Empress Dowager, which we already met apparently at one of the garden party, but like we obviously didn't see much of her. Like now we actually talked to her and we learned some stuff about her, and from what we know, she seems pretty good, and she's been like making some great decisions in the past. Like she was a reason, like she helped like abolish slavery and like other stuff like this, which I also did very like that Mama mentioned that yes, she did that, which was good. And obviously also she did have a limited amount of power. She couldn't do everything she wanted. But like the system they have now, even though it's not technically slavery, it is kind of very close. It's like kind of just adjacent to it. It's just not in the name. Like like slavery sounds so bad. That's not what we're doing. We just kidnap people and force them to work, but we pay them. So there's nothing wrong with that. Which obviously, like, I'm very glad that they. Like, I don't know if it already has been mentioned already, but like I'm glad that it's been said now that like yeah, it's pretty fucked up. But I mean, they're kind of stuck in the system, and there's not much they can do about it. It's not like they can just revolt and be like, oh, liberation. It's not that easy, especially like Mao doesn't want to get in trouble, so she's slowly trying to change things. And same thing with Jinchi. We also know that Jinchi is slowly trying to make things better, like by opening the school so the lady can learn stuff and then get better opportunity for jobs and not be stuck here and stuff like that, which is great. It's awesome. That's gonna have to do change here. You can't make a big change too quick. I mean, to be fair, well, I don't like it, obviously like the system is a little complicated. Like I don't exactly know who decides what, when, where. Like I don't exactly know how the system works. We know like there's the emperor, which is probably the most important person here. If I had to guess, like it's probably him, and he seems pretty chill. Obviously he's connected to Jinshi, and Jinshi seems kind of chill. So I do feel like change could be coming more easily, but also there's definitely other people, like there's probably a cabinet of people also making decision. I don't know if they're like above the emperor, like I don't know. I don't know exactly what the system works, but at least there seem to be a lot of people in a place of power that seem to be nice enough for things to change a little bit. So at least that's good. and the Empress seems to be one of them. Even though I don't know how much power she has right now. Obviously, she's extremely respected, but I don't know how much things she can change. And she wanted Mao Mao for help, which like it's a pretty big honor for her. And obviously, on one hand, it's pretty scary because like you don't want to mess it up because it's someone very important. But on the other hand, it's also very good to help those people so high up. So if you ever need a favor for something eventually, well, I feel like she'll have a lot of people backing her up. Like she saved 2 of the Eye Concubine, one of them twice. She saved one of the child. She saved. I mean, did she save the Emperor? Not directly, right? I don't think she ever saved him directly, but still, like she did a lot of stuff for him. So, that's great. I think that's great for her resume. Even though technically she does stuff, it's illegal because she's doing the medicine, even though she's not supposed to. But like, first of all, like she not a lot of people know about it, so that's not a big problem. Also, I feel like even if this gets found out, I feel like she would probably get off easy because one, with how much good stuff she's done, they're probably gonna like make her be okay, and also because like it's already a thing that they kind of want to change, so they might actually use her as an example of as to why things needs to change and now why it actually should be okay. Either way, we got a new mission. And the mission is to know if the Empress put a curse on the old Emperor, which like that's not an easy mission because it's hard to prove, but it does help that the only way to prove that she didn't actually put a curse on him is to explain the weird phenomenon around his death, which obviously the fact that he died is not. It's not that surprising. Like he just died. People die all the time. He was pretty old, and also the fact that she was like, "Well, I kept saying that I wanted him to die, and then he died." It's like, well, yeah, that had to happen. If every day you wished him to die, one day he was gonna die. That's not a coincidence, you know. It just it had to happen. So that's not that suspicious. That's just common sense. But then obviously the most strange thing was about the fact that he didn't rot for some reason in his coffin, which I'm sure there's an explanation. I'm sure Mama was gonna figure how that happened. Obviously, I don't know. Like I feel like maybe the coffin was just sealed so tight that he was fucking preserved. I don't know. I really don't know. But I'm sure there's gonna be an explanation, and by that explanation, she's gonna be like, "No, it just stuff. Obviously, it was weird, and we don't exactly know how it works, but it can happen. It's not. You didn't put a curse on him. Also, like, people didn't like him very much, for good reason, I think, especially because he liked children a little too much, and which like is very interesting. I mean, it's interesting that like even like in this place, in this period, like it's not obviously it's not illegal because like it was allowed by the emperor, but it's still frowned upon. Like people were still calling him a fucking pedophile and like mocking him about it, which good. I think that's a good thing. So it's not like it was something that it was accepted, like, oh, everyone does it, it's super accepted, and then he's also doing it because everyone does it. No, it was something that he was doing in particular. Obviously, I'm sure he's not the only one, but like it was something that it was especially for him, which makes it even worse, kind of. I mean, there's in no case it's good, but like it makes it even worse. But he also, like, outside of all of that, he also kind of looked a little pathetic for some reason. I don't know, like even like in the flashback that we saw with Jinshi, I think we saw him like getting berated by an older woman. I don't know who she was. So people just didn't like him. And I mean, just the Empress here like wanted him to die. Obviously, like also we learned that she had a child when she was a little too young, and she had to had a C-section so the baby would survive, which was the Emperor. And then also I'm a little confused, honestly, about who's Jinshi's parents. Because Jinji is the Emperor's brother. Half brother? I'm not sure. Because obviously, like right now, the official story is that he's just a random guy. No. I'm confused. Because I'm confused because last season there was the thing with the eye-raking concubine that retired, that she left. And she looked like Jinshi a lot. And then Mama was like, oh, that has to be his mom. And that's what I believe too. And like we heard the story about the baby that was switched. But does that mean that she, like the Empress and her, had the baby at the same time? Their baby got switched. I don't know. Well, oh no, well, yeah, they would still be half brother, right? I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. So I think, well, either way, Jinshi has the same dad as the Emperor. And I think he has a different mom. I think that's what happened. And like by thinking about it, Mama did realize something. She was like, oh, there's another son that should be 1 year older than me. Huh, interesting. And we saw Jinshi appear in his mind. And she was like, oh, well, better not to think about it. Like it can be dangerous to infer a little too much, which is true, but also like, come on, he wants you to figure it out. Come on, let's go. You should ask him some question. He's gonna tell you. But yeah, I was very, like, I feel like not a lot happened, but it was still very interesting. And we also spent some time with the bug girl, which that didn't lead anywhere. We obviously, like, people were thinking that was Mama, and she was like, really, do I really look like her? And look, no, she's a little more crazy, but sometimes we do act a little bit like that. So like, I wouldn't be too harsh on her. So I do wonder if more is gonna come of her catching bug. We still don't really know if she's doing something. Maybe she just likes them. We don't. I mean, I'm happy for her. She seems to be having a great time. That's all I can wish for her. But yeah, we got a mission, and I have no doubt that Mama is gonna fulfill the mission, and it's gonna be fine. So we'll see what happens. And if you want up to 2 episodes ahead, check out Patreon. And that's about it. See ya.